All right, class, example number 3 in outline 5 is another problem on SAT scores again. So SAT scores are nearly normal with a mean of 500. So the mean, the mu, is 500. And the standard deviation is 100. And they say it's nearly normal, so we'll use the normal distribution here. I copied this. If you need to, you can pause and draw a copy of this if you need to, or copy and paste it over. So the mean in the middle right here is 500, and the standard deviation is 100, so it goes up 100 for every standard deviation. 1 over to the right would be 600, 2 to the right would be 700, 3 to the right would be 800. It goes up by 100 each time. And then to the left we have 400, 300, 200. It gets lower and lower. And for the cut points, this would be z-score is -2, -3 is z. So z-score equals -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and 3, right? So that would be your z-score at those various points. And then they're saying it used the calculator to find the area of each of these questions. So let's use the calculator to find the area. You're going to find that this is actually much easier than using doing it by hand. So I'm going to use Stapplet to find the answer to these. So let's move this over. And we're going to find it in Stapplet. And in Stapplet, this is going to be normal distribution. And let's take a look at it on here before. If we look at our chart here, 645 should be like between 6 and 700. It should be like right here, right? So most people are below 645. So what percentage scored less than that? This should be a pretty big number, right? Because most people scored less than 645. But let's take a look and calculate this in the calculator. So the mean was 500. And the standard deviation was 100. And we're looking for area under the curve, the percentage. And so we're going to distribute the plot. So what do we want to pick? We have our drop-down menu. Between two values would be between two numbers. To the left would be how many people scored less. Left is less than, right? To the left of the curve. The right would be how many people scored greater. And outside the region is outside of two values. Like how many people scored less than 400 but greater than 600. Between 4 and 600. How many? It would be the two outside shaded regions. So this one we want to the left. And how many people scored less than 645? And I calculate that, and I get 92.65%. And that's what we expected. We expected it to be big, right? 92.65%. So what percentage of SAT scores are at least 438? So 438 or higher, right? 438 or higher. So greater than or equal to 438. So that should be most of them, right? Because 438 is a really low score. It's like right here. And most scores are higher than that. You know, not like 90-something% or anything, but most scores are higher than 438. So let's take a look and figure that one out. So it'd be the same thing, except now we're going to the right, greater than 438. We expect it to be bigger than 50%. It's 73.24%. 73.24%. So as you can see, Stapplet makes your life so much easier on these problems. All right, so that is example number 3.